Hello, welcome aboard. This Paraliminal session is on financial security. Isn't that something that you would love to have? I would love to have, certainly. I want all of my children, all my grandchildren to have financial security. So what does it really mean? First of all, we have to be able to hold in consciousness that end goal of what that really looks, sounds, and feels like. So it's very important that you have a sense of the purpose of financial security. What it really means, most of the time defined by financial experts, is it's the ability to live to the very end of your life in a state of financial independence so that you're free to do whatever it is that you want to be able to do when you want to do it, to have what it is you need to have a healthy, successful life to the very last breath that you breathe. Now, if you have that as a purpose, then what we know is that we need to have some strategies that will allow us to be able to earn, create an income that is sufficient for the lifestyle that we're choosing, to be able to save a portion of that income on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis, and to be able to invest so that our money is taking advantage of what Einstein called the greatest invention of the human mind, which is compounding interest, right? We want to be able to have our money work for us and to be able to grow. So if we have a strong purpose and we have an effective set of strategies, then we're also needing goals that we can accomplish. So what are the goals of financial independence, and what would they look like this year? What is it that you're going for by the time you want to no longer be working for an active income? Do you have legacy goals that you want? Do you have a desire to leave something for future generations? Would you like to be able to be a philanthropist, to be able to give income? I know a woman who went into day trading so that she could grow her wealth. She made much more in trading than she did as a working adult. And in her retirement, she made so much in trading that she was able to endow a chair at a university, the university that she went to. So that was a goal that she had. And, you know, if you think about your purpose, your strategies, and your goals, goals are things that you can achieve with the creative use of your mind. Now, what it all comes down to is what many people say, there's a little more month left over at the end of the money. We want to have more money left over at the end of the month. And we want that to be the case this week, and we want it to be certainly what's happening for you on a daily basis. So what does that come down to? Really, it comes down to habits of spending and saving. So certainly we want to look at how are we going to keep our income going. That's a strategy. Have a strong income. We want to be able to have perhaps multiple streams of income. If you have a reasonable income now, are you going to be able to maintain that? It's important to have those strategies. Whatever income that you do have today, by the service that you provide with your creative mind and your choices on a daily basis, then how you spend that makes all the difference in the world. So it is your spending and your saving on a daily basis that's going to determine your financial security at some point in the future. Now, whatever it is you're experiencing today is a result of all the decisions and all the behaviors and all the habits you've created up until now. Those are problem-solving strategies that have led you to your current solution, your current status quo, as we might call it. But have those problem-solving strategies left you with a bigger problem today? Then something has to change. And those changes are going to occur not only in the outer world through your actions, but first by how you're using your mind. So the financial security paraliminal is about creating in mind the end result that you're then living into with your daily actions, and those become the habits, the problem-solving strategies that get you to where you want to go. So you might know I've often talked about transformation as being a paradigm shift. So for every problem that you face, you create a solution, but every solution creates more problems. And the problem-solving strategy that's now going on, the problem solutions that you now have happening, might not be getting you to where you want to go. So we have to solve the way we solve that problem. Now, this is a very important concept. Financial problems aren't solved with money. Isn't that wild? Problems of finance are solved by your thinking and by your behaving. So this is why the concept has been tested out. Most people who win the lottery, and that's a great wish for many, what happens is very shortly after they have won all that money, they don't have any money anymore. It's because financial problems aren't solved by more money. Now, more money helps. Don't get me wrong about that. It's always wonderful to have some kind of big bonus come, or some lovely payout that occurs of some kind. That's absolutely special. It's fantastic and something to be very grateful for. It's also important to be grateful for every single dollar that flows through your life. And when we begin solving our current financial situation with a new level of thinking, a new level of behaving, a new level of habits, they're going to ultimately get us where we want to go. Now we're on it. This paradigm shift is what's being welcomed in the financial security paraliminal. It's your daily habits of earning, spending, and saving. So think about your big goals, big financial goals. Think about the purpose for which you have those goals. Think about the strategies that you're going to engage in order to realize your purpose, accomplish your goals. And at the beginning of this paraliminal session, you have the opportunity of deciding what it is you're going to focus on today. Now, every financial problem that you have can be resolved, every single one of them. And you can celebrate with gratitude the amazing sufficiency that is here for you right now. One of the things that Lynn Twist talks about in The Soul of Money, which is another paraliminal that we have, is the idea that the universe is not only abundant, but life is sufficient. And when we live each day with a sense of sufficiency, that there is enough, then what happens is we can focus our minds on things that are more important. We can focus our actions on things that are more important, building our streams of income, building our reserve, investing with a clear mind, investing with a sense of peace and stability in our emotional state, being able to step up and make a decision that's going to benefit your future self. That's also kind of an important idea. If you think of your past self and all those decisions bringing you to your current financial situation, what is it that you're grateful for? What is it that worked? Do more of that. What is it that hasn't worked? Find a new and creative way to get to where you want to go. Do something different in any area of your life where you're not getting the result that you want. And then what you're doing is you're setting up that future self. So one day you'll be able to sit here in this present moment and say, thank you, past self, for bringing me to this financial abundance, for this independence and wealth that I get to enjoy, for this legacy that I get to create. And that is what is going to happen today as you create greater financial security right now. With every decision you make, no matter how small it is, penny is a penny, dollar is a dollar, right? One of the things that my son has done, and he's always had enough money, he's always had a sense of sufficiency, even since he was a little boy. He says, the reason I'm so frugal is so that I can get the stuff that I really want. So it's those little frugalities that for him create a sense and a savings account for larger investments that he's making, and the ways in which he wants to be able to create his desired future experience. It is in these small decisions we make every single day. Enjoy your day. Great to be with you. Peace and blessings. We'll see you again in our next session. Bye for now.